Hello, very good evening. How are you? Good to see you. Hi, Sita. Hello, everybody. Hi, Sarvana. Hi, Dipti. Hi, team. Hello, good to see you all. It's been a long time, but good that we are here today. Very good evening. Very good evening. Good, good, nice. Okay, so hearty welcome to all the people who have just tuned in. This is Nanda Kumar K V. Uh, at iLead Tax Academy. So thank you very much for tuning in today. And as most of the people know, I come live every Tuesday or Thursday. So we call it as T-Day Tax Talks. What is that? T-Day Tax Talks. So I come live every Tuesday or Thursday on both our business pages, whether it's Academy or LLC. Okay, so thank you very much for joining us today, and hearty welcome to all the people who have just tuned in just to know about the enrolled agent course or training or whatever you call. Okay, I just want you to know that EA is not a certification. What is that? EA is not a certification. It is a license. Repeat, license. It is a license that you get from the US Department of Treasury, and it is the highest credential as per the Internal Revenue Service. So just like how you have Ministry of Finance, Government of India governing the income tax body here in India, similarly in US you will have US Department of Treasury, Internal Revenue Service, which governs all the tax procedures. So anything to do with taxes, IRS, Uncle Sam. Okay, so he is the person. Okay, so there's a license that you get directly, and currently, now it is the hiring time. I mean, I say it as hire time, hike time, and high time. What is that? Hire time, hike time, and high time. Okay, because now is the time that most of the companies which are in US taxation, whether it is Big Four or US MNCs, so this is the time they hire for. They look out for US tax experts. Of course, if you because of the pandemic, the examinations which were supposed to be in August, it got postponed to November or February. But still, if you have the knowledge about US taxation also, whether individual taxation or business taxation, you can add so much value at your workplace, right? So if you have friends who are already working in the US tax companies, you can check with them if I'm telling the right thing or not. Okay. Um, so I encourage you not to waste your time. We are starting our part 3 classes tomorrow. What is that? Part 3. So EA examination has 3 parts: part 1, part 2, and part 3. Part 3 talks about tax representation. So you understand there, what is practice, and all that. I mean, how do you represent a client? See, filing and all anybody can do. Let me tell you that, right? Filing and all anybody can do, but planning and all only an expert can do, and that expert is an enrolled agent. Okay, so I don't want you to miss out on that. So the part 3 classes are beginning tomorrow. So if you have still not started, and if you need more information about EA, you have our contact details right below. Okay, you have our WhatsApp number also, 994-957-9091. And given the current pandemic, okay, we are running some special offers also. We have now we are now offering it in 2 EMIs also, so that it is affordable for everybody and people don't miss out on that. Okay, so please take benefit of this, and if you need any help on that, please feel free to call our office. Our team works round the clock. Our passion is to create enrolled agents, just enrolled agents. Okay, there's so much scope for enrolled agents. Okay, all the courses are wonderful, but EA is amazing, and it's extremely amazing. What is that? Extremely amazing. And its earnings always, employment assured, and somebody who is an entrepreneurship aspirant, EA is something that he should not miss out on. Okay, so this is the right time. I mean, what is there? I mean, tell me a course, wherein you get a 10x revenue. I mean, a 10x return on that. Where do you invest? You tell me if there's anything like that. Okay, but EA is something. Go check out payscale.com and all, how they are offering even a freshers 5 lakh rupees as the starting salary. So what's wrong in going for it? If your mobile phone, you're spending like 50,000 to 1 lakh rupees on a mobile phone, or on a bike 2 to 3 lakhs, why not spend it on yourself? Because you are a non-depreciable asset. What is that? You and I are non-depreciable asset, because education, our learnings are something which only death can take away. Probably, maybe not even death. So even if you die as a EA only. Okay. So there's something, to get started, and probably, once you are an EA, yeah, keep learning. Don't stop, right? Do your CPA, or if you're interested in doing JD, about attorney or something like that, keep moving. There are so many courses out there, but to just get an access, to just get an entry into the corporate world, EA is very, very important, and it can be completed very, very soon. Okay, we have people who have completed it in less than 1 month also. All that it needs is 150 hours of training. Listen, how much? 150 hours of training. Okay, probably in the entire world, we are the only ones who teach for 150 hours because we give you written notes. Okay, I mean, since childhood, especially Indians, we are all habituated to writing the notes and all. I mean, interacting with the teacher, writing the notes, asking them for any doubts or something like that. So it's the same thing that we have replicated here. You ask any professionally qualified student, it could be a CA, CWA, CS, LLB, even a doctor. They will have their own handwritten notes. Okay, gone are the days. See, when we are watching something, maybe as you are watching me also, whatever I am talking, it may be pleasing to you, you will understand, but the retention, probably, after 24 hours, you will not remember even 24% of what I have spoken. But if you have written it, it is very, very easy to revise. Okay, so that much patience, the teachers, unfortunately, they don't have today. Okay, and I think that my students will also admit that. Okay, but still, as they are learning, as it is getting them, helping them to get good jobs, gain good understanding of the subject, and grow in the corporate world, I am absolutely happy about it. We have so many testimonies from our dear students who are doing amazing, just amazing at their workplace, and I wish them all good luck, success. The season time is coming, and also the EA exams are also there in November. I wish all our beloved students, that God should bless them with good knowledge, wisdom, understanding, good memory power. Only 85 questions are there. You get the question for 100 questions are there in the examination, but only 85 questions get valued. And of that 85 questions, you just have to write only. You have to make sure that at least 70 questions are right, and it is absolutely possible. In India, currently there are only 1637 enrolled agents. 1637 enrolled agents. Okay, and do you know that just from AP and Telangana, more than 500 enrolled agents are just from AP and Telangana. So that is something I am really happy about. So, but we just have to cover entire India. My vision is to see at least 500 enrolled agents by December 2020, and all that is possible only when you also have the same passion and vision of creating employment and transforming lives. Unfortunately, I wonder, why there has not been so much awareness about EA. But ever since we have come in, I think if you go to our Facebook page, you will see every information about EA. And in case we have missed any information about EA, please WhatsApp me, and I'll be happy to add that information also on our Facebook page. Everything is covered, and especially people who have who want more information, about EA. In one of the FB videos or in the YouTube videos, you will see something called as 7 things 7 things to know about enrolled agent examination. Okay, 7 things to know about becoming an enrolled agent. So I encourage you to please watch that video. 1 hour enough. Before somebody rejects it also, 1 hour I just want you to spend. When people can spend before the idiot box 1 hour, why not spend watching that video? I want you to watch that video so that at least you can criticize me, okay, or our vision. So please spread the word, right? Yeah. Hi Sai Sandeep. Hi, hello. Hi Sulba. Hi Prasanjit Chakravarti. Thank you Sandeep. Yeah. Hi Raman. Hi Sai Ratnam. Hi Vamshi. Right. Good, good. Good to see you all. Okay. Fine. So, without wasting much of our time, we will get started with today's T-Day tax session. Okay. This is menti.com. So, people who have just tuned in or just logged in, go to your phones. Hi, Deepthi. Go to your phones and open a browser and type menti.com. Menti, menti.com, menti.com. Okay, and use the code 284360. 284360. We have parallelly streamed this on YouTube also. So maybe between Facebook and the browser you may face some challenge. So you can also go to YouTube. Just go through the instructions once. Please share. Please share the video so that people will get to know about this. And we suggest that you also have a notebook and pen handy. Yeah. And today we will be doing questions on corporations from part 2, and then part 3 we will be doing electronic filing, e-filing, what is commonly known as e-filing. Okay. So without wasting much time, let's go dive into business taxation questions. Now when you see SEE, it means special enrollment examination. Okay. Okay, here you go with the very first question. Okay, you must be knowing that there are only 2 minutes for you to answer the question. Okay, so you cannot be taking much time. So please submit your answers. Okay, fine. Okay, let's take a look at this question. Okay, what does this say? During the year, Barclay Corporation transferred its own stock to one of its creditors in satisfaction of a $23,000 debt. Okay, so as you see here, the debt is $23,000. Okay, now at the time of transfer, the stock had a fair market value of $21,000. Okay, now Barclay is a solvent corporation. As a result of transfer, Barclay will recognize income of how much? That's the question. Okay, fine. Uh, okay, majority have given the answer as $2,000, and that's the right answer. Okay, let's see what is that. Okay, how much is the debt? $23,000. Okay, and stock had a fair market value of $21,000. Okay, um, whose debt was it? Barclay Corporation. Okay, and Barclay is a solvent corporation, and creditors are satisfied with that 21,000 fair market value stock. Okay, it means, what does that mean? 23,000 is the debt. You gave somebody $21,000 and he says okay. So what do you mean? 23,000 कर्ज है, 21,000 आपने किसी को दिया है, and he says okay भाई I'm fine with it, और 2,000 रहने दे. That रहने दे is the gain. You're getting it? Okay, so $2,000 is the gain in this question. Okay, I hope you got it. Fine, let's take up the next question. Yeah, others, people who have answered it, they can keep sliding. Okay, you can go move to the next question. Yeah, wonderful, wonderful. I think all the options are not visible here. Yeah. You will see all the options in your phone. Okay, you may not be able to see it here, but you will see all the options there. I think this is a pretty easy question here. Okay, the options that we see here. See, the common kinds of distributions by a corporation to shareholders are. Okay, the question maybe came team, from next time, just make sure that all the 4 options are visible, because only 2 options are visible here. So we are also, they are also exploring, constantly how they can present you the multiple choice questions in the best format. Okay, so kudos to our KM team. Fine. So you see these options here. Okay. The first option is non-taxable distribution. What is that? Non-taxable distribution. Next one, capital gain distribution. Third one, ordinary dividends. And fourth one is all of these choices. And you know the answer. Okay. See, when it's a corporation, you will have non-taxable distributions also. Of course, there will be return of capital also. Then there will be capital gain distributions also. Like in the earlier example also. Okay. There's a debt. 23,000 is the debt. You gave him 21,000 worth stock, and he says okay, he's happy with it. You have made a $2,000 gain. Okay, and you can also issue ordinary dividends also. Okay, so D is the right answer. In case it had a question on qualified dividends, yes, that is also part of it, right? So D, I mean the last one, all of these choices, that's the right answer. And let's take a look at the next question. You keep sliding, yeah. And people who have just joined in, please go to menti.com and use the code 284360, right? So see, this is a question on trust fund recovery penalty. Okay, now we need to know what is trust fund recovery. I mean, what is the trust fund? Okay, now see, when you're working, I mean, you have the W-2 and all. The employer will withhold taxes, right? Federal taxes, FICA taxes, I mean, Social Security, Medicare taxes and all. It's just like, how we have TDS here. Once the employer has deducted that TDS or PF or something like that in India, he has to deposit it with the concerned authorities, let's say income tax department or the PF government, PF department within a particular timeline, right? Even if you have collected GST, that GST has to be deposited within a particular timeline. Now, similarly in US also, the employees are issued W-2. Okay, from their monthly pay stub, all these taxes get deducted. Now, these taxes have to be deposited within a particular timeline, whether the federal taxes or the state taxes or the social security taxes, Medicare taxes, or whatsoever. So, whatever has been withheld must be deposited with the concerned authorities on or before a certain due date. In case they don't deposit, then the trust fund recovery penalty is applicable. Okay. Trust fund recovery penalty is applicable in that moment. Yeah. So the right answer is, I think many people have given the right answer. The full amount of the unpaid trust fund tax. Oh, full amount. जो भी नहीं भरे वो पूरा penalty डालते हैं. It will be the entire penalty. Whatever is unpaid, that will be the entire penalty. Okay, fine, good, good. Keep sharing, keep sharing. Yeah, let's take a look at the next one. Yeah. Don't focus on the burger. Okay, focus on the question. Fine. Okay. Hello, Mahi. Thank you for joining. So, Mahi is somebody who is new, learning about EA. Hearty welcome, Harshavardhan, Sai Shravan, Mahesh Gaud, Dinesh, Arhan. Good, good, good. Panduranga Yadav. Good, good. Good to see you all. Nice, nice. Okay, keep sharing. Keep sharing, keep sharing. Yeah. Fine. This is a very interesting question. Interesting question. Okay. Now, let's see. Okay. There's a question. Okay. It says, let me pull up. Yeah. Joe formed the Burger Corporation in March with only one class of voting stock. Okay. See, normally a S corporation will have only one class of stock, right? We know that. But there's a corporation, it's saying. Okay. And anytime somebody says corporation, by default, it means C corporation. Hello, students. Once again, anytime somebody says corporation, by default, it means C corporation. And all stock has voting rights. Wonderful. In order to apply IRC section 351, right? Treatment of non-recognition of gain. Joe has to have what percentage of control of ownership? of Barclay Corporation immediately after he transfers his assets to the corporation for stock. Okay. See, I think I told you, control corporation. Okay. The moment you see control, the moment you see control, okay, 80% should come to your mind. What is that? 80%. When you own more than 80% in the company by way of shares or voting rights or your investment in the company, you have control, you have ownership on that company. Okay, so more than 80%. Okay, fine, I think majority have given the right answer, so 80% is the right answer, right? At least 80% of the total voting stock, right? Very good, nice, fine. Check out the next question, right? So here we are not going to learn the entire subject, okay, people. We are just testing our knowledge. We are just letting people know how these questions are, okay. CA के लिए देखिए, CA examination and all, you have to work so very hard. 5 hours, 10 hours a day people study. I mean, I have friends who studied for like 15, 16 hours also. I don't know when they used to sleep, okay. But everything has its own rewards, okay. But not everybody can be a chartered accountant, not everybody can be a certified public accountant. We have to understand that, okay. But somebody who wants a professional license, okay, a professional qualification, and who wants access to the corporate world, who wants to do something in the US tax industry, work in an MNC or big four or something like that, enrolled agent is something that you must certainly not miss out on, okay. Now, why you have to choose iLead, I leave the discussion to you, and my students will tell you more than me telling about iLead Tax Academy. So, let's take up this question. Go ahead. Okay, this is again a very straightforward question. Okay, something to do with forms. Okay, normally they will not be asking you too many questions on forms and all. Okay, in the examination, because it's an examination wherein the knowledge is tested more. But these are important forms. Okay, these are very important forms. Now let's see. And in class also, though I show you so many schedules, schedule L, M1, M2, M3, K, K1 and all, these are like basics. Now when you are filing a corporation tax return, 1120 is mandatory, S corp 1120, S partnership 1065, right? Now individual 1040 or 1040 and all. So these returns are mandatory. You have to file them, okay. So these are the form numbers, okay, form names. Fine, let's take a look at this question. Okay, what it says: Bob Moon forms Moon Enterprises LLC, limited liability company, during the year. What form must Moon Enterprise LLC file in order to elect to be taxed as C corporation? In order to be elected to be taxed as C corporation, okay. Only whenever there is an election, there are only two forms that's important, okay. I think we drew that flow chart in training also, okay. 1 2553. When is that used? When you're making a S corporation election, right? 2553 when you're making a S corporation election. Now when you're making a C corp election, what happens? 8832 must be used. 8832 must be used. Now what are the options that they gave us here? They gave us form 1065. Come on, form 1065 is a partnership tax return, right? Multiple member LLC tax return, and most of it's an annual information return. Okay, so partnership return has got nothing to do with C corporation election. Ruled out. Next, 8832 we just discussed, that's the right answer. See, one of the things, okay, when you're preparing for the MCQs also, okay, there will be people who will tell you, we give you so many MCQs, or I have practiced so many MCQs. Let your friend practice so many MCQs. But from one question, you must understand why other three options are wrong. Hello? From this question, you must understand why three other options are wrong. And that's how you develop the conceptual clarity. Industry needs people who are clear with the concepts. Even if you are an EA, if you cannot apply whatever knowledge you have gained from this education at your workplace, even I will not hire you. Let me tell you that. Let me tell you that. I mean, we don't need machines. We want people who can apply whatever they have studied at the workplace. Getting it? So whether you are in practice or you're working for somebody, I mean, it enriches your knowledge. I mean, when somebody is calling you, when your client is calling you, you get so much. I mean, he appreciates you for the knowledge, for the tax benefit that you're giving him. I mean, in the class, I always say, A, B, C, D, E. What is that? Adjustments, benefits, credits, deductions, exclusions, exemptions, whatever. I mean, we should have thorough knowledge on this. As an enrolled agent, that's just a certification or a license, that comes from the US government. Yes, respected. But you should know the concept very well. If you want to grow in your career, if you want to get good hikes, I mean, good name from your clients, good recognition, and you should know the concepts right. Okay. So even people, who are scared that, oh, if I don't pass in November, that, this, and all. I mean, in our CA examination, our friends used to say, where there's a will, there is way. Because in CA, what happens? Exams are in May and November only. So my friends used to say, hey, where there's a will, there is way. After November, there is May. Where there's a will, there is way. After November, there is May. Okay, so so chill, relax. Okay, so every question that you are solving, there are 4 questions in this. Okay, just those options. See, one is the right answer. You should know why other 3 options are wrong. Simple. Okay, so 1120, 1065, 8832 over. Okay, 1120. Why 1120 is wrong? Because it's the corporation income tax return. See, LLC is different, corporation is different. LLC is limited liability company, it's not limited liability corporation. Okay, don't use it interchangeably. Next, form 7004. What is this form 7004? Election. Automatic extension. For an election, you will file form 8832. Just like for individuals, how we file 4868 for 6 months extensions, for business entities, we will be filing form 7004. I mean, just to get that additional time. So if it is somebody, it's an entity, SPL, special entity, I mean pass-through entity, S corporation, partnership, and limited liability company with 2 or more members, for them March 15th is the deadline. If it's C corporation, April 15th is the deadline, assuming they follow calendar year. If you file form 7004 within the due date, you will get 6 months additional time. So just in one question, you are revising so many topics. Okay, so even if your friends tell, I have solved so many questions, that, this, and all, praise God, good, cheer them up. But don't be anxious that you were not able to solve those many questions. That is something, I want you to give clarity on, because examination time, whether pass or fail, go with a cool frame of mind. If you're prepared well, as I tell you in class also, your class notes and MCQs are more than enough for you. Seriously, though we give you that IRS research material and all, those 2 things are more than enough for you. Practice MCQs twice, see your notes, you have written it, yeah. कौन लिखता है यार? Who writes these days? You have written it. We have studied together, right? So it's difficult for you to fail. Just prepare those MCQs properly, and that's more than enough. Okay. Chalo. Anyways, अपना revision classes भी रहता. So anyways, 8832 is the right answer in this question, right? Chalo, let's take up the next question. Okay, fine. Chalo, let's see this question. Okay, our team wanted to explore the donut chart, but it's not showing up in all the four options. So this is something that we should get rid of, anyways. But if all four options were visible, it looks very beautiful. Then we'll work on that. So okay, let's take a look at this question. Okay, Ned accepted stock in his employer's company valued at $1,000 instead of his $1,000 salary payment. Which tax consequence of this transaction is correct? Okay, so what is the tax consequence is what he is asking. Okay, now let's take a look at the options here. I think you can see it on your mobile. For those of you who have just tuned in, please go to menti.com. Use the code 284360. Okay. So if you are wondering, what this fellow is talking, how I can see all these questions, please go to menti.com. Use your phone. Go to menti.com. menti.com. Type in 284360. You will be happy to see the same questions on your mobile also. Isn't that exciting? Right. Okay, let's take a look at the options. First one, no income to net because stock distributions are not taxable. Kaun bole bhai? Why are stock distributions not taxable? They are taxable. Okay. Next, no salary expense for the employer because no payment of salary was made. Hey, employer can issue stock options also, right? Employer can issue stock options also. That is also an investment, that the employer is making. So you can't say that. Now, Ned must recognize $1,000 income because the stock is payment for services. Yes, I think we have learned that. Payment in lieu of services. Payment in lieu of services. It's an income. It's an income. This is a non-taxable exchange of property for stock. A. Chal yaar, chup. Okay. See, whenever there is exchange of, I think we read that, no, in basis also. Purchase of an asset, right? You remember, right? Purchase of an asset by exchange of service, right? 8 situations we spoke about. Adjusted, ADJUSTED, right? 8 situations we spoke about. Okay, so in this 8 situations, we have one of the situations was this, right? So the right answer here is Ned must recognize. Yeah, majority are giving the right answers. See here, the options are not showing up because whatever options are not selected, that won't show up here. Only the options that are selected will show up here. Rest of the options, it will show up on your mobile only. Okay. So Ned must recognize $1,000 income because the stock is for payment of services. Okay. Chalo. The last question. Okay. Chalo. Do it. Okay. Fine. Let's take a look at this question. Any part? Oh, unanimously everybody has given the right answer. Okay. Anyways, any part of a distribution from either current or accumulated earnings and profit is reported to the shareholder as, right. Unanimously, people have given the right answer. Okay, dividend. But what were the other options? Let us see. Okay, A, ordinary income. I mean, anything that you pay from your profits, that's not ordinary income. Okay, then return of capital. B, what is the return of capital? Even when there are no earnings and profit, even when the shareholder has no basis in the stock, still you are paying him something. That's treated as return of capital. Next, capital gain, especially when the shareholder is leaving in times of liquidation or dissolution of partnerships and all, or a partner is leaving, retirement of a partner or death of a partner and all, distribution of the assets or something like that takes place, and in that transaction, okay, you may have ordinary income and then capital gain, like the very first question that we saw, right? Clearing a debt or discharge of debt, transfer of property, right? Whenever there's a capital asset involved, also even in that case also you will have capital gains. And last one, dividend. So because it is saying about the current or accumulated earnings and profit, obviously whatever you are giving to shareholders for their investment, that is definitely going to be dividend. Okay, fine. I hope you enjoyed part 2 questions. Okay, we just have 3 more questions from part 3, which is starting from tomorrow, that is Friday, right? Fine. So if you want further details on that, you have our contact details right below. Please WhatsApp or you call our office and our team will be more than happy to assist you, right? So tax representation, what does this mean? You file the return, client gets any query, can you represent the client? Enrolled agents can represent the client, okay, in all 50 states in the United States. In that ways, CPAs also have a little limited scope there, right? CPAs or attorneys and enrolled agents have unlimited practice rights for their clients, okay. So getting your taxes prepared, anybody other than this, I think you are risking it, right? Fine, let's solve some questions on this. Fine. Oh wow, so many people, very good. Okay, we got the answers so quickly. You also please submit your answers. Wow, our students, gems. Okay, fine. Let's take a look. A preparer is required to start using IRS e-file if he prepared at least one tax return. Okay, for more than so many different taxpayers during the calendar year. Okay, the options that we see here is 2 taxpayers, 8 taxpayers, 10 taxpayers, or 5 taxpayers. Okay, now we know that, ever since this we will be reading it, we will be learning it, in part 3 from tomorrow. So if you are filing more than 11 returns, 11 or more returns, okay, in a year, then e-filing is mandatory for you. Okay, simple. So 10 or more, it says more than 10 is nothing but 11. Okay, the law was you have to be smart there. Okay, 11 or more, that's what it says. 11 or more, 1040 and 1041, 1040 and 1041. 1041, for the estate taxes, to report the income in respect of a decedent and all that, right? So it comes into picture at that moment. Fine. Let's take up the next question. Yes, yes. I think a pretty easy question. What are the other two options? Right. Yeah. Hi, Ronald. Good to see you after a long time. Hi, Kranti. Kranti Priya. Hi, Balesu. Hi, Srinivas. Hi, Sneha. Hello, Sister Chaitanya Kishore. Yeah. Hi, Varun. After a long time. Hi, Mr. Paul. Hello, Vijay Kumar Garu. Hi, Subhash. Hi, Joel. Hi, Alex. Hi, Vikrant. Hi, Shweta. Hi, Mahesh. Hi, Anif. Hey, Sushil. Chicky. Happy to see you here. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Fine. Let's take a look at this question. Okay, an individual tax return cannot be electronically filed after which date? Okay, see in US, basically, we follow calendar year. Of course, you have so many other years also, fiscal year and different years, improper tax year and all that you have different years. But basically, it is calendar year or fiscal year, and majority follow calendar year. यानी Jan 1st to December 31st. Okay, and the due date for filing the tax return, especially for individuals. Okay, this talks about individual tax return. So the due date for filing the tax return for individuals is April 15th. Okay, and in case somebody is not in a position to file the tax return by April 15th, then what he should do? He should pay all his taxes. Hello, extension also. बाद में first pay all his taxes. Okay, or get into an installment agreement at least, because otherwise penalties and interest will apply, late filing penalty, late payment penalty and all that. Okay, so pay all your taxes or pay as much as you can, and then file for extension on form 4868. So what happens from with that form? You get 6 months time. Once your extension gets filed, you get 6 months time to file your tax return. Is that clear? Right? That's it. So what is 6 months from April 15th? October 15th. And majority have given the right answer. October 15th is the right answer. Okay. So what were the dates here? 15th day of December. No, not in question. Not at all related to it. Then 15th day of June. No, shut up. 15th day of April, that's the actual due date. 15th day of October, yes, that is the extended due date. Hey, we are on the last question of the session. Chalo. Do this. Which of the following partnerships are required to e-file? Yeah, straight question. Yes, yes. Hmm. Hi, Joel. Good, good, good. I mean, there's so much joy, in creating employment. Hello, Mr. Pradeep, Raju, Kasu. Hello. It's a wonderful course, EA. Now, whether you want to do it from iLead and all, I leave it to you. But EA is amazing. And license, it's a license. आराम से कर ले सकते हैं. Only 3 papers, MCQs. And people who are stuck also, I mean, just tax season jobs. I mean, just do something. Now the moratorium period is also over. You have to start repaying the loans and all. Companies are hiring. At that distance also they are working, going to office and all. So Corona is there or not there, God knows. Praise God, you and I are sitting tonight now when all others are watching TV and exploring which movie to watch on that idiot box, right? You and I are sitting and doing taxes. Learning always breeds earning. The day we stop learning, that's the day we begin to stop earning, right? Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. Okay. It's a very good investment in yourself. Okay. So let's take up this question. Which of the following partnerships are required to e-file? Okay. Yeah. Uh, Four options are given. Okay, I'll read out. First one, all general liability partnerships. And no, e-filing. Question is on e-filing. Next, partners with more than 100 partners. Yes. I think unanimously everybody has given the right answer. Partnerships with more than 100 partners. Next, partnerships with more than 75 partners. No, 100 partners is the right answer. Next, all limited liability companies because they file as partnerships. Right. Just partnerships with more than 100 partners, that is the right answer. Okay. That's all. I think you got the answer there. Yeah. I think somebody pinged part 3 alone job opportunities. Okay. Not part 3 alone job opportunities, Devendra. It is about knowing the taxation. Okay. Whether you learn individual taxation or business taxation or tax representation, it's all about knowing the taxes and guiding the clients. Right. Okay. So we have our part 3 classes starting from tomorrow. So know more about how you represent your clients, and all. Okay. And I think the creative speaks it all. Pay cuts with so many things happening. The EA is something that the good companies are looking for, the big companies are looking for, and people who respect knowledge will definitely hire a EA, right? Because it's a class apart. And if you are somebody who is a fresher or you know not going to college, right? Don't waste your time on the phone or on that idiot box. Okay, until you are known for something, until you have achieved something, until you have cleared all the debts of your parents who have struggled so much to bring you up, until and unless you have made an identity for yourself, please don't rest. If not EA, do something else at least, but do something. Please don't waste your time. Rather than sitting and commenting on the finance minister that our GDP is going down and it's all because of government poor decisions and all. Let us do what you and I can do, right? What you and I can do, let us do. What is that? What you and I can together do, let us do, and the nation will grow by itself, right? So do something good, and that good will return to our mother India. Okay, fine. So you have all the information right here. So still, if you have any questions, thoughts, or comments to make our training session still better, please feel free to write to us, ping us. Okay, and we'll be happy to help you on that. And the best person to invest is you. Remember that, because you and I, we are non-depreciable assets. So I wish you all the very best. Now the EA also is, currently the fees is only this much only, and we have also given, 2 EMIs option also, so that it will be helpful to you. Please connect with our enrollment advisors also, and if there is anything that we can do to make things better, so that more people will have awareness about EA and all, please feel free to ping us or call our office, and I'll be happy to do our best for you. And also, if you are a student, please create awareness in your college also. Tell them that there's such a wonderful course, and yes, I see it in Naukri, I see it in Monster, I see it in LinkedIn, I see it everywhere, that the US tax jobs have tremendous job opportunities. Tremendous job opportunities. Okay, gaining knowledge on the US taxation also, it gives, many of our students, just by pursuing enrolled agents license training from iLead Tax Academy in their CV have got jobs. Now, it's not just putting that line, okay? It's telling the interviewer, giving the interviewer the conceptual clarity on the questions that he is asking, because interviewer also knows that exams are only in November or February, okay? Interviewer is hiring you so that you can do the work for their clients, and clients don't need your certification or license, they need knowledge. But gaining a license, gaining that certification, that credential from the IRS, it's a reward, and your client also feels so secure that he is talking to a professional. Okay, so I encourage you to please take this course, become an enrolled agent. While everybody is saying, a PMG, Narendra Modi ji, he says, make in India and all. I think we are making US tax professionals right in India, creating so many entrepreneurs. I think we are doing our best. Okay, so please be part of our vision to empower this great nation with education, employment, and entrepreneurship. That is our vision, that is our passion, and our team works day in and day out to make sure, that we churn out so many enrolled agents as we can. This is a little thing that we have chosen, and I think we are doing the best that we can because we care more for you. More for you. Our material, our notes, our MCQs, even the revision classes, all these T-day sessions. Why do we do all this? So that the fear in you goes away. I heard, one of the students tell me that, the seniors or the managers were mocking her, saying that, oh, EA is tough, you cannot do EA, oh, have you enrolled for EA, do you think you can do it, that, this and all, and cut the shit out, right? Just leave it. You come, you watch a demo class, I mean, anywhere, I'm not talking about iLead, okay? See, test the waters yourself. Just because they have not done doesn't mean that you cannot do, right? In EA, you have this three credential. I think now they are removing that: weak, acceptable, and strong. So if they got an acceptable level of standard in their examination, maybe you may get as strong as the level of proficiency in your EA examination. We never know, right? So please kill those fears. Okay, kill those fears. I think you are in safe hands when you are with iLead Tax Academy. Okay, so I don't want to talk much, but if you are looking for a career or a growth opportunity this tax season time, I think you must enroll for enrolled agent and start studying right now seriously. Seriously start studying. 24 hours are there in a day. If you can give yourself at least 1 to 2 hours in a day and doing it every day repetitively, then compare yourself with the people who do nothing for that 1-2 hours also. 2 years from now, 3 years from now, you will be in a much better place than they. They are there to only criticize and comment, but you are there to act and develop. Okay, so when I formed this name company, iLead also, lead, I means you and I. Okay, we got to learn, we got to educate, we got to act, we got to develop. That's what is leadership. Learn, educate, act, and develop. Okay, I wish you all the very best. If I have to talk, we keep talking, okay? So please do like, share, comment your thoughts and any questions, okay? And I'll see you next week. Okay, Sai Prakash. When the coaching going to start? Coaching has already started, Sai Prakash. Coaching has already started, okay? You just have to enroll with us. You just have to WhatsApp the details there, and you will get all the information. Right, yes, fine. That was just to check if I am alert. Now, so you just have to WhatsApp us, hi iLead, and we will tell you the enrollment process, and you can enroll, and you will get all the video lectures. Okay, get started. Start studying. Take a good notes. Take a pen. Neat, multicolor pen. We use, red, blue, green, black, and all. So different colors we use. We write the notes and all. You should look at our students' notes. So beautifully, wonderfully they write. We have interaction. Even as I am talking to you, if you are able to understand something, this is how I teach. This is how you learn. Okay, so you should explore. Okay, please WhatsApp, and we will send you demo class links and other course information if you have any further questions. Okay. Hi Sadiq Pasha. Hi Yamuna. Hi Hari Prasad. Very good. I think today I enjoyed talking to all of you. Okay, please spread the word and let's create employment rather than sitting and cribbing that there are no jobs. I think we should create careers. When you create careers, jobs or the earning opportunities unfolds by itself, right? Fine. I wish you all the very best, and if you have any further questions, please feel free to contact our office on the below information, right? Thank you very much. Good night. See you. Bye bye.